Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Cole joins Victoria and Nick on the terrace of Crimson Lights, where Nick remarks, "I'd given you up for dead." "Hey, you're not going to get rid of me that easy," Cole says to him. They were all concerned about him, Victoria informs him. Cole acknowledges that he was also concerned. He appreciates all of her attention. Victoria is upset that he locked himself in a suite. He needed to protect his loved ones. In order for them to live as a single, contented family, Victoria declares that she wants him to move into the Tack house. Cole finds out that Katie and Johnny support Claire's plans to move in with Kyle, but that they are now on hold. They believed he had already moved in. Nick agreed. He lets them work this out on their own. What other option does Cole have when Victoria teases him that he can't use the excuse of Katie and Johnny to avoid moving in? They discuss not being able to parent her after Cole finds out Claire recommended this. According to Victoria, their daughter wants her to be content. She hoped he would feel the same way. Cole chooses to say yes, and they share a kiss. They discuss how she was unable to care for him when he was ill. He promises that she will accompany him the following time. They are in awe of their progress, having finally realized that they were meant to be together. Victoria Cole YNR. Cole turns back to Victor meddling in Claire's romantic affairs. The thought of her moving in with Kyle didn't excite him either, it seemed premature. Victoria restates her decision to take her time. Cole believes he ought to speak with Victor. According to Victoria, their daughter has a strategy to win him over. Cole finds out that they're throwing a party for Nikki, and Kyle will do something spectacular to impress Victor. Cole is all for it. He will be able to continue living with his two favorite girlfriends if she stays longer. Nick is grilled. Nick asks Sharon how things went with her and Phyllis in the park after he left, and he follows her inside. She reassures him that their hostility has been set aside. They discuss how they became close after the kidnapping, but Nick sensed some tension and inquired as to why. What he was noticing is unknown to Sharon. Despite not being best friends, they at last recognize the positive aspects of one another. She requests honesty from Nick. Does he long to be with Phyllis once more? Nick Sharon YNR. According to Nick, he and Phyllis will not be reconciled. Why would she ask that? When she saw him and Phyllis together in the park, she noticed something between them. He is just as attached to her as he is to Sharon. The blonde questions whether Phyllis has been traumatized by Alon to a greater extent than she is prepared to acknowledge. Before she acknowledges that she needs help, she will destroy everything in her life. That attracts Nick like a moth to a flame. Nick, that's what I sense. Am I correct? Nick Sharon YNR. Phyllis is strong, according to Nick. Sharon is as well, but that does not exclude her from breaking. Phyllis seemed so exposed, almost frail. She must be saved. Are you interested in doing that? Because I see you reverting to your old behavior. Falling in love with Phyllis once more while playing the hero. It won't happen, according to Nick. You're not correct. Where is this coming from, he asks. She seemed to be worried about more than just Phyllis. I think you're a little jealous. Sharon disputes it. Nick reminds her that they talked about it and decided that friendship would be better for them. Despite spending a lot of time together over the previous few months, they both agree that it is not what they desire. In London, Sharon informed him that she was okay with them becoming friends. You and I are not the focus of this. It concerns you and Phyllis. She does not want him to become entangled in another toxic relationship. Nick reflects, you're worried about our welfare, then? Sharon gives a nod. There's no need to worry, Nick tells her. He and Phyllis are content with their arrangement, just as they are with theirs. Cole gets wobbly as he gets up to depart on the terrace. Victoria is happy that he would be residing nearby so she can monitor him. Cole asks what's going on with Sharon and Nick as he gestures them inside. Victoria senses that they are attempting to resolve their differences. Despite Nick's best efforts to deny it, Sharon's expression conveys a different message. They leave after agreeing it's a wonderful idea. Nick claims that Sharon's concerns about him being connected with Phyllis are not new. He finds it amusing that they are not fighting. If he misses them fighting over them, Sharon teases him. Nick has come to terms with the fact that they prefer him as a friend to a husband. Messy entanglements are over. Sharon asks if they can eat supper together. Of course, answers Nick. They don't need to worry about its implications or potential outcomes. Sharon hints that she can assist them in identifying the two forks. Why are friends important? Nick Sharon YNR. Claire implements her strategy. Claire brings a present for Victor to the property. He makes fun of her for needing to maintain her fitness because it's a chocolate croissant. Claire's conversation is limited to a few minutes. Victor says she already knows how he feels about him, assuming it's about Kyle. He regrets that she hasn't interrupted him and believes that talking about the Abbott is pointless. Claire requests that he listen to her. She may say something that surprises him. More, Justin Hartley gets praised by Eric Braeden. Claire detests how her relationship with her grandfather is being strained as a result of this. Victor also does. She expresses to him how much she values his approval. After speaking with Kyle, they decided to postpone their plans to move in together for the time being. Victor is elated. Claire says she owes him honesty because of the way he accepted her into the family. She believes that Kyle will eventually show that he is trustworthy, and they are in love. Victor respects her opinions and doesn't want her to suffer any harm. Claire observes that it's almost Nikki's birthday. Would he assist her with party planning? Claire YNR. Victor is happy that Claire is throwing a party. He intended to do it himself. They discuss how Nikki will eventually prepare Claire to replace her. Claire wants to work with Victor on the party planning, but she says it's not a surprise because she's already told her parents and grandmother. You can count me in, he replies. Kyle is grilled. Holden welcomes Kyle as he enters society and reminds him that Claire introduced them at the jazz club. He offers to buy him a drink and tells him how impressed he is with what he and his father have accomplished at Jabot. Audra enters, looking shocked, and Kyle agrees. Audra walks over and finds out that Claire introduced them a few weeks earlier. He got her hooked on Vespers, Kyle says. Kyle asks Audra how long they have been friends after she makes a joke. Although they conducted some business together back in Los Angeles, neither of them would describe themselves as pals. It was less than memorable, Audra reflects. Kyle claims she doesn't forget things, so perhaps she's losing her edge. I'm still sharp enough to cut him to the bone, she teases. How do they know each other?